Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello,
Let me introduce myself first. My name is Andi Putri Ahira.
my name is Dayang Anissa Safitri
My name is Denzel
And my name is Audrey Septianilo.
from Heaven Group.
from Heaven Group.
I'm one of the members in Heaven's Group.
We are from Heaven Group.
International Management Class FEB Untan.
In this presentation video, I am in charge in explaining the theory implementation of sequence and series in business and economic.
I will explain about a sequence and series.
And I'm in charge for explaining number 1, 2, and 5.
Sequence and series is one of the basic topic in arithmetic. An itemized collection of elements in which repetition of any sort are allowed is known as a sequence, whereas series is the sum of all elements. An arithmetic progression is one of the common examples of sequence and series. The definition of sequence and series. A sequence is an arrangement of any object or a set of numbers in a particular order followed by some rule. Numbers in the list are the terms of the sequence. The terms of a sequence usually names as A and so the first term of a sequence might be named A1 and A2 would be the second term. An example of sequence is 2, 4, 6, 8. And the series is defined as the sum of the elements of a sequence. An example of the series is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. This is the example of sequence question. Tentukan suku ke-8 dan ke-20 dari barisan -3, 2, 7, 12. The question says that we have to find the 8th term and the 20th term. We can calculate the question by using arithmetic sequence formula, that is U and equal A plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So, the A or the first term here is -3. And the d or common difference is 5 because 2 minus -3 equal 5. And after that, we can put it into the formula. So, UN equal A plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. And it become U8 equal -3 plus 8 minus 1 multiplied by 5 equal 32. And the same goes with the 20th term, which U20 equal -3 plus 20 minus 1 multiplied by 5 equal 92.
After we know the definition of series that was explained by Dayang Anissa, now Andy, will show and explain to you how to use the series formula by using the example question. So here is the question. Carilah jumlah 100 suku pertama dari deret 2 tambah 4 tambah 6 tambah 8 dan seterusnya. So in this question, we have to find the 100th term of the series. In order to look for the 100th term, we have to know the formulas. There are two formulas that we can use. The first one is Sn equals 1/2 n a plus u. Or we can also use Sn equals 1/2 n to multiply a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Before we use the formula, in order to find the 100th term, we have to know which one is n, which one is the a, and which one is the d. So the a here is 2 because 2 is the first term, and then d, or difference, is 2 because 4 minus 2 is 2. And then the n here equals 200. And then we can insert all of this into the formula. The formula here. We are going to use the second formula. And then if you insert it into the formula, it will look like this. Like this one. So S100, because the n is 100. So S100 equals 1/2 multiplied by 100, because the n is 100, and 2 multiplied by 2, because here is 2 multiply a, so the a is 2, plus or addition 100 minus 1, because n minus 1, and the n here is 100, and multiplied by 2. And then we can calculate, start from here. 1/2 multiplied by 100 is 50. And 4, because 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, so we write it here 4. And then 100 minus 1 multiplied by 2 equals 198. And then we can continue to calculate this side, this row. And the result is 202. And now we can start calculating all of this together in order to find the 100th term. So 50 multiplied by 202 is 10,000 and 1,000. So the 100th term of the series is 10,100. Okay, so now we can move on to the next one. The implementations of sequence and series theory in economic and business is used to solve several economic problems, including business development, theory of money value, population growth, and etc. In the case of business development, the theories that exist in sequence and series can be used to facilitate the completion of calculations. So we can use the formulas of sequence and series to make the calculations easier in a business. Also, it can be used to analyze the development in variables that exist in business activities, including production, costs, income, use of labor, profits or losses, as well as investment. We can solve these problems or calculations by using applicable formulas, such as sequence formula or series formula. Okay, so now we're moving on to the example questions. This is the example of the implementations of sequence arithmetic in a business activity. So let's see the question. The question says that seorang pengusaha snack box Snack It memperoleh pendapatan sebesar 6 juta per bulan. So the Snack It got income for 6 million per month. In the next years, tahun berikutnya, the pendapatan or the income increases into 350,000 rupiah. Demikian seterusnya untuk tahun-tahun berikutnya. Berapa perkiraan pendapatan pengusaha tersebut pada tahun kelima? So the question here is asking how much is the estimation income for the 5th year? And now, in this question, we can use the sequence arithmetic formula, which is UN equals A plus N minus 1 multiplied by D. And before we have to solve the question by using this formula, we have to know which one is the N1, which one is the A1, and which one is the D1. So, okay. So the A here is 6 million rupiah, or the pendapatan. Pendapatan, 6 million rupiah per month. And then the D1, which is the difference, is 350,000 rupiah, which is the pendapatan meningkat. And then the N1 here is 5. And now we can insert all the numbers into the formula. So we can calculate the formula. This is how it's gonna look like when we insert all the numbers into the formula. So U5 equals 5 here, because the N here is 5, equals 6 million rupiah, which is because the A here is 6 million, plus 5 minus 1 multiplied by 350,000 rupiah, because the D, or the difference, is 350,000 rupiah. And then we can start to calculate from this side, which is going to be looking like this. U5 equals 6 million thousand rupiah plus 1.4 million thousand rupiah. Why is it 1.4 million? Because it's the calculation result by calculating this one. So 5 minus 1 is 4. And 4 multiplied by 350,000 rupiah. So the result is 1.4 million thousand rupiah. And then we can calculate all the numbers here, which is the result is U5 equals 7,400,000 of rupiah. So the estimation of the income increases by the 5th year is 7,400,000 rupiah.
The first question is to find the 15th number and the 47th number from the set of 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on. So from the question, we get that the first number of the set, as we can see, is 8, and the difference of each set is 2. Now we are going to look for the 15th number of the set, which we can find by using the formula A plus N minus 1 times B, which in this case is 8 plus 15 minus 1 times 2, and the result is 36. So the 15th number of the set is 36. Then to find the 47th number of the set, we can use the same formula, which is 8 plus 47 minus 1 times 2, and the result is 100. So the 47th number of the set is 100. The second question, it is known that an arithmetic sequence is negative 10, 5, 20, so on, and 80. Find the number of the arithmetic sequence. From this question, we get that the first number of the set is negative 10, and the difference between each number is 15. The final number is 80, which we can find the number of the sequence from. So we are going to change the position of the formula and replace with the final number, which is 80. So in this case, is 80 equals to negative 10 plus x minus 1 times 15, which becomes 80 equals to negative 10 plus 15x minus 15, and becomes 105 equals to 15x, which means x is 7. So 80 is the 7th number, and because 80 is also the final number of the sequence, it means in this arithmetic sequence there are 7 numbers.
And then the third question is calculate the sum of the first 19 terms of the arithmetic series 5 plus 13 plus 21 plus 29 plus 37. First of all, we write down the information that we get from the question. The first term is 5 and the difference is 8. First of all, we are gonna start by finding the 19th term. With the formula UN equal A plus open bracket N minus 1 close bracket times D. So the 19th term equal 5 plus open bracket 19 minus 1 close bracket times 8. In short, it is 5 plus open bracket 18 times 8 close bracket. So the next is 5 plus 144. And the result of the 19th term is 149. After that, we input the result of the 19th terms to find the sum of the first 19 terms. The formula is Sn equal n divided to open bracket a plus un close bracket. So the sum of the first 19 terms equal 19 divided to open bracket 5 plus 149 close bracket. The next is 19 divided to times 154. So the sum of the first 19 terms is 1463. The fourth question is calculate the sum of the first 400 terms of the arithmetic series 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16. First of all, we write down the information that we get from the question. The first term is 4 and the difference is 4. Then we must finding the 400 terms with the formula un equal a plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket times d. So the 400 terms equal 4 plus open bracket 400 minus 1 close bracket times 4. The next is 4 plus open bracket 399 times 4 close bracket. The next is 4 plus 1596. So the result of the 400 terms is 1600. After that, we input the result of the 400 terms to find the sum of the first 400 terms. The formula is Sn equal n divided to open bracket a plus un close bracket. So the sum of the first 400 terms is 400 divided to open bracket 4 plus 1600 close bracket. The next is 200 times 1604. So the sum of the first 400 terms is 320,800.
The fifth question is employee in a company has a wage of 4.5 million rupiah per month. A year later, the wage per month is increased as much as 225,000 rupiah and continues for the next years. How much is the employee's wage per month for 7th year? From the question, we get that the first wage is 4.5 million rupiah and the difference between each year is 225,000 rupiah. So we can still use the formula of arithmetic sequence for this question, which means the wage of the 7th year is equal to 4.5 million plus 7 minus 1 times 225,000, which becomes 4.5 million plus 1,350,000 rupiahs. And so we get that the wage of the 7th year is 5,850,000 rupiah.